We are ready to pop the cork in Champaign, Illinois, home to the Fighting Illini, and the fans clad in orange and blue are more than ready for this one. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Northwestern Wildcats, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one. Western has the kickoff team on the field as we're about ready to start. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So Illinois' offense will get the first swing of the game. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And I think this offense was looking for a reason to ignite the home crowd, coming out on first down, throwing the football, but the defense was ready. Nice job getting to the quarterback, making a big sack on the first play of the game.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. To the ground with the back. Bounced off his feet. Illinois lining up quickly. Looking to throw on 3rd. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. The Wildcats offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Makes his connection. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Up-tempo for the offense.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Coming after him. He's going to take off. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Northwestern moving the ball expeditiously.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Well, how about this offense? You think of this offense, you think of throwing the football and top 10 passing in all of college football.
And he didn't squeeze it. It's loose. I don't know if it was, and it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Northwestern ready to dial one up on 1st down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Gets rid of it. Makes the catch. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. On 1st and goal, let's see if Northwestern can score. He'll keep it himself. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Trying to punch it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. As they come to the line, they've moved it, but they need 1 more yard on 3rd down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage.
And that is how you get it done. 3rd down, it's the money down, right? We got to be at our best. How about the monster sack on 3rd down?
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. The distance is no problem, but this angle from the left can test you. Oh, the attempt is no good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that...
Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football. Illinois right back to the line. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a 1st down. They want to get this defense on its heels.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Makes a connection. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Got it set up on the outside. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on 1st down. The completion short of the sticks is 2nd down. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Palmer.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A game today. Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Working that left side now. They make the stop, but the sweet pulling catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. He's going to pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Going to the ground. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. They've got some serious work to do to keep that last one from messing up this drive. 2nd and 19. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Illini. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. All almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Northwestern wants to go quickly. Snap from the gun on third down. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Northwestern will send out the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. He gets a block. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Illinois picked up the first down. Now here they come again.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in third and short, third and medium, third and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
Finds his big tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him.
He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah, I beg to differ.
The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
From the gun, running back on the move. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Nice move to keep running. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. Northwestern right back to the line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. On the ground, it's Parker. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Fast motion from the offense. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. That's the end of the quarter, and Illinois has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Running back searching for a hole. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, running back gets the give. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. Line is set on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got his man in the middle. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Tempo and overdrive.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. He'll try to pop the draw. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Northwestern will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin him back deep in their own end. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Right back to the well. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Illinois lining up quickly. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Makes the grab on the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Pressure coming. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They've hit a bit of a lull here, and they need to get things cranked up with this possession, Jesse.
Just haven't had a rhythm these last couple of possessions, but I'll tell you, the best way to get back into one is to run the football. Establish yourselves up front at the line of scrimmage and help keep these 3rd downs manageable.
Yeah, and the best news is your defense at least forced a punt of their own. So now you can go answer with that good stop while this game is still close. Let's just go keep putting more points on the board, and let's see less of the punter.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. He's back to throw on 2nd down. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. Caught over the middle. It's Harper. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. And the Wildcats are moving quickly down the field.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Here they come on 2nd and 10 from the 47 after the incompletion. It's a draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Complete downfield. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
They want to run it left here. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. He's up to 49 yards rushing, and he is a virtual lock to have a 1,200-yard season. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. After misfiring, it's 2nd down. Quick handoff. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Looking to throw. Steps away to find some room. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Wildcats. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
PAT unit on the field. Smashes it through for the PAT. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Michigan is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Tom Brady should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Ohio State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They thought they had that screen set up, but there was a giant hole in the screen, and they went backwards.
Defense obviously did a good job watching tape, Reese. They know this is an offense that's going to try and take advantage of their pass rush upfield and try to sneak some screens in, but nobody on defense fooled that time.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Hold it.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. He'll do it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. A high kick trying to pin them deep. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. The offense set for a first down play. Out of the gun to give to the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Northwestern wants to go quickly. Wants to throw on 2nd down. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Northwestern will send out the punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. Power football with the run. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Finds us back in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Line getting set on 2nd down.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Illinois moving it quickly down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get 1 more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. That drive covers 62 yards for the touchdown. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Finds his man down the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll throw it on 1st down. Working that left side. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. He wants to throw it again. Buys a little time with his feet. Carrying the ball with an edge and hammering his way to the 40. Clock's running and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the middle. Lost the defense, he's wide open. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Northwestern! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
On to attempt the try. Splits the uprights. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Illinois. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. The number one job for the return team, get good field position. But it's much better if you just score, which he did from 90 yards out. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Trying to find his man on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Quarterback extends the play. Going to try to get it himself. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Got his man on the outside. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. It's caught. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. The offense going to try again on another play. They'll just spike it on this one. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Smashes it between the uprights.
I'll tell you, man, this kid has NFL-type leg strength. He just booted that into the wind, and that was no problem.
So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to 2 of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
We all want to push the ball down the field, down the field, down the field, but when you can dump it off to your running back and still make 10-plus yards, man, it makes you look like a really good play call.
They're bringing heat. Takes a hit as he fires. It falls incomplete. How about the trickeration on first down that just goes awry? Looking to throw it again. Setting up the screen. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. The Wildcats moving quickly to the line. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Grabs it in the middle. And he breaks into the open. The 10. Touchdown, Wildcats. And that one will give them the lead.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Coastal Carolina has been able to call its shots offensively. As impressive a performance as I've seen from this group in some time.
Looking to go up top on first down. Gets it out quickly.
They're up by 18 over Georgia State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. On the run, fires downfield. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. Now on 2nd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They're going to run it. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Quarterback strolling away from heat. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. Wide receiver shows motion. The give to the back. Plows ahead for a pickup of 4 down to the 14. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to the ground with the running back. Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Illini!
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and they have a 28-24 lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. Northwestern right back to the line. Wants to fire on second down. Flips it out to the back. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's third down now. Unloads quickly. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Well, look what's happening now. Old Uncle Mo has hit the transfer portal and is changing sidelines. They'll give it to the back. Sometimes you wonder if rivals really don't like each other. This guy sure doesn't like anybody on the other side. He's tackling everybody.
And that's the kind of defender I want. The guys who don't like people. They love collisions. They love to throw their body around Jesse. He's been all over the field.
And this guy's good week in, week out, right? But in this game, he just seems like he's more dialed in, and he's playing at a different intensity level right now than I think anybody else on the field.
Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Finds a crease at the 20. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Going for 6. Fires into traffic, picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
When you get in the red zone, you can see as a defense, you get into your drops really quickly and you get your eyes on the quarterback. And you try to read his eyes and break on the football. It's such tight windows to throw in. Great job by the defender breaking on the ball, great in the interception.
The Illinois offense returns to the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
That is the last thing you want on first down as an offense, a sack. Now it's 2nd down. The give to the back. And this run won't give them any more room to operate, but at least they avoided the safety. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Makes a move. And the returner will be dragged down. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Leaves it with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Northwestern wants to go quickly. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And guys, still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you.
All kinds of running room. He's at the 10, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Illini.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good. They're up 35-24. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to down there and make the stop at the 19. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They'll run it on the counter. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Pulls it and fires to the left. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. He looks that one in nicely. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down. The give on the inside. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Might as well stick with him. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. He now has 80 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. They'll leave it with him. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Northwestern right back to the line. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. It's complete to the left. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. It's complete to the right. Open space at the 25. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. That's the end of the quarter, and Illinois has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They'll try to start this final period by putting a 3 spot on the board. That is no good. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11.
And that kind of tells you how the season's gone for this squad. Just whether it's the offense, whether it's the defense, now it's the special teams. They're missing a makeable kick. It's been that kind of year.
The Illinois offense returns to the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not?
And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. And how about this? You get to start a drive with a 1st and goal. They'll put the tight end in motion. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And after the really good gain on 1st down, they'll try to finish it off on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Good, solid tackle. So here comes the field goal unit again, and we know how that's gone today. This is a short kick, but the problem is the angle. Oh, he missed it. No good. After the missed field goal, still down by 11.
Well, that last missed field goal is essentially a microcosm of the year it's been for this football team. Things just not going the right way on offense, on defense, and on special teams. Guys, it's just been that kind of year.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Fires to the wideout. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. 1st down here for the offense. They'll run it. Nice move to stay on his feet. The Wildcats come to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Feeling some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Northwestern will have to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Touchdown, Illinois! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Pittsburgh is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie today. We could see a legend born in the Steel City. They're trailing by 11 to Boston College. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Wants to throw on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
Yeah, and they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays, but this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
He's now up to 104 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Northwestern wants to go quickly.
A huge game. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and have a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the flag, 1st and 15 for this offense. Wants to pass. Using his legs to buy some time. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Offense gets set for second down.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm.
Well, this quarterback now has over 400 yards passing. To do that, you have to have weapons catching the ball. You've seen that in this offense all game long. There are some dangerous playmakers in the perimeter.
The run from the shotgun. Smashes through. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll try to race to the edge on 1st and goal with the wide receiver. Touchdown, Northwestern. And they take it in for 6 more points. Ready to try the point after. And it's perfect. So a drive there of 82 yards, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. Illinois right back to the line.
And a great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the...
Fires toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Illini. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Getting set for the point after. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Makes a grab over the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Here comes the offense on 2nd down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. Northwestern ready to dial one up on 1st down.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. From the gun, wants to pass. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. 1st down here for the offense. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Leaves it with the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. 2nd down coming up. Here's the handoff. On the move at the 30. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Quarterback checking off. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Give to the running back. Can't get him to the ground. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the back over the middle. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead is extended a little further. With that field goal, now it takes a touchdown to beat them, so you want to pin them back and then let the defense have a little room to work with. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. If we get the interception, this one's almost over.
They'll run this play from the pistol. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.